Okay.
Hello out there. Is there anybody here? It says 0 viewers. We're not even in it. Well, we can't be in it.
I say I can't. What if I type in your URL specifically? This is gonna get posted to your channel afterwards.
I know. That's fine. So just watch what you say.
Everybody start writing.
Hey, if you're watching this later on, YouTube is currently down.
Okay, so I went to your page, and it shows no videos, but it says popular playlist. It says like BOM Diaries 19, but they're all like the messed up, like just 3 dots.
Well, earlier, and this happened to Alexa too, and she tweeted me about it. It said, "Want to get started on your channel? Upload your first video." I'm like, what? Girl, I better not delete all my videos.
Yeah, it's not working. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. I can't keep singing that because then you'll get demonetized. Actually, this might be bad for your analytics, Laura, and your statistics.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to delete it.
But then how do I get back on later? Like, how do we go live later when it's working?
You just go live right away.
I have to create another broadcast, though.
Oh, wait.
What?
I see it. It says 3 people are watching.
Hello? Hello?
You said that like they're going to respond.
Well, I thought I could type, duh.
Wait.
It's not showing up for me still.
I have it pulled up. It's not loading, but it says there's 4 people watching.
Dude, where are they?
I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, I got it live.
Okay, but it's still showing 0 to me on StreamYard.
It's working for me. I have it pulled up. I'm watching us talking live.
Well, I don't know what's going on. Hello, people. We're just going to hang out for a while and see if it starts working.
Maybe I can send a direct link to people.
No, but you're still showing that you're not in it. Wait, video started loading. Wait a minute.
I'm watching us talk.
Wait, now the videos are gone. Wait, and they're back again. They're back again.
They're trying really hard.
Come on, little... Wait, there it is. 9 people.
9? Mine still says 4. So obviously.
Where are you, my people? I see people talking now.
I don't.
Ah, Edward, Megan, hello, Taylor, hello, yay, Christian.
I don't know what's going on. I still can't see it. It's
Hello,
messed up for me again.
I went into it and then like refreshed it and it's working.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Right? It took forever for like everything to work on YouTube.
You can go back and watch our. You can go back and watch our 2 minutes of us just like being really confused.
Yay, Becca! I know YouTube was down. It was very scary.
Okay, so it says there's 14 people in it, but I can't. I can see some of the chats, but they're not all loading. You said Becca? Like I don't even see Becca's comment.
Oh, it's there.
So I'm gonna go into this.
Hello, yay! Hello, Jennifer.
Now I see her.
Yay, Lizelle! I just got your message. I know everything was so weird. All right, what is happening behind you, Kevin? There's a lot of noise, a lot of commotion.
Sorry. Oh, Damien's just putting the frozen stuff away.
Oh. What's weird is that the comments are not coming up in StreamYard.
Yeah, I think you might have to refresh, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either, and that's fine.
I don't want to do that.
We did. We broke the internet. My big old butt is used to breaking a lot of things, but the internet was not one of them. Pop out the chat since I don't have it in StreamYard at all. All right, here we go. Hi, Gila. Hi, Stacy. Jessica. It was definitely YouTube. It's been down for about 15 minutes. I was tweeting about it. Hey, Phoebe. No, I definitely immediately went to Twitter and I was like, is YouTube down? And everyone was like, yes.
Oh, so I got my tire fixed today. And it didn't cost me any money because America's Tire is the best.
They are, dude. They're the bomb.
And they told me that there was a small piece of metal in my tire.
Ooh.
So I probably ran it over somewhere on the freeway.
I'm sure. At least you didn't hit a fruit basket like I did on the freeway.
It's true. But you know what? We went before my appointment, Laura, and we were there for over 2 hours. That's the longest I've ever.
That's the price you pay. It's with your time, Kevin.
It's worth it though. It's worth it.
Oh, cheerful coconut. That's so exciting. Welcome to AuthorTube.
You got a reminder through YouTube. Oh wait, okay. I got an ad for YouTube for a tire delivery. Thought of you. I bought mine off eBay. Somebody had like a bunch of like Hyundai like leftover parts. I don't know. They had a bunch of spare tires they were selling, and I looked at all the reviews to make sure it was legit, and it was perfect. I got the jack and the tire for like $160. Free shipping.
Kevin.
Free shipping.
Kevin, check your email. Tammy sent you an email and you never responded. How dare you?
Oh, I'm really sorry. I will check it after the live. I promise.
Kevin's the worst, in case you didn't already know.
I'm very bad at checking emails.
Although Kevin was like, "Did you get the package I sent you?" And I was like, "Oh, I haven't checked the mail in like a day or two." He's like, "It says it was delivered on the 9th." I was like, "Well, I guess I haven't checked it in a while." Okay.
Yeah, because I was afraid because only one person had told me they received a nail pin from my Kickstarter.
Oh,
I was like,
I was gonna show it, but Aaron took it.
I was like, "Is no one else receiving them? Like, what's going on?" I started to freak out. But then I looked, and they were all delivered by now. Every single one. So I was like, no one just cares.
Because our mailbox, if it was right outside the door, like I would get it, but it's down the road so that our mail person doesn't have to come down our gravel road. So we live on a gravel road. So it's like, I have to make an effort, and like, we don't leave the house that often. So, but I got it, and I'll show it later, but Aaron took it, and I'm not sure where he put it.
Also, the comments started to show up again.
Okay.
Laura has her email, Tammy. It's laurawritesbusiness@gmail. It's in her description. It's down pretty far though.
Yeah, you got to read through all the stuff. Kayla, I agree. YouTube is most of my life, so I was very distraught. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Katie. Sherry, you are not late, girl. It wasn't even showing for until the last 5 minutes. So. Yeah, I'm not good with email either. I mean, I am, but I'm not, Yeah, Sherry, it was not you. It was everybody. Everyone had that moment where they were like, did this just delete my whole channel? I just live out in the country. Not a good story. It's actually a sad story. I live out in the country. Yeah, a lot of people thought it was them. Whenever something like that goes down, the first thing I always do is I go to Twitter and I say, Twitter, tell me, is it just me? And everyone else was freaking out on Twitter too. So, but for this Thirsty Thursday, we're starting a little late. We're a little delayed because everything was frantic, but not too late. So welcome back, Thirsty Thursday writing crew. With my headphones on, talking like that, I feel like, remember that movie, Good Morning? Wait, was it Good Morning Vietnam? Yeah. With Robin Williams?
I thought he just said that in the movie.
It's called that.
Oh, I honestly don't know.
You go, Good Morning Vietnam. I was a kid though. Anyway, it's Thirsty Thursday. Welcome back, Thirsty Thursday writing crew. What is everyone drinking this Thirsty Thursday? I am my typical Michelob Ultra.
Hello, Caitlin.
Jennifer, I saw that comment by you today, and I have not yet responded to it. But I was going to, that you should. You should, Jennifer. Same, Jessica. Same. Kevin, what are you drinking on this Thirsty Thursday?
Since I had to be out in public today, I wanted something that would make me feel good inside. And by good, I mean terrible. So I got a Coke Zero. Honestly, I haven't drank pop as much in quarantine just because I don't have as easy access to it. And so far, this is the only one that tastes like I remember. I got ginger ale. It was way too sweet.
Ginger ale is very sweet.
I got Diet Coke, and I was like, this is nasty.
Diet ginger ale is very good, though, if you need to ease back into it.
Well, Coke Zero, man, still delicious. I'm just not supposed to drink it because, the artificial sugars upset my stomach. But, I also have one cider left I'll probably drink tonight.
Oh, we're glad you made it, Caitlin. Editing is fun. I see a lot of water. Y'all are so healthy. Well, guess what? I got me a mason jar full of water, too, okay? So we can all be healthy together.
I meant to say hi to Binary. Sorry if I missed you.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you.
I love oatmeal cookies. Lizelle, my favorite kind of cookie is oatmeal chocolate chip, which you can't really find a lot of places. You have to make them. So
oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oatmeal chocolate chip? Those are the worst. You want to know why?
Oh.
They trick. No. Because they trick you into. Oh, no. I'm thinking of oatmeal raisin.
Oatmeal raisin. No.
No. Oatmeal raisin tricks you into thinking you're getting a chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
And every time you're so pissed when you realize.
Yeah. But oatmeal chocolate chip is pretty good because like you get the warm chocolatey.
I mean, I do like oatmeal and chocolate, so
you should try it then. It's really good.
I like oatmeal raisin. It's just I don't like being tricked.
If I know what I'm getting going into it, I like it. But yeah, it's often.
Oh, welcome, Amanda. This is your first. Well, we do a lot of chatting, a little bit of work, and sometimes a lot of drinking. It just depends. I'm gonna try not to get drunk tonight though. Debbie,
welcome,
Stacey. What are you mixing it with? Dr. Pepper is disgusting, Jennifer. I don't like that.
I'm sorry. Lizelle said she's not a huge fan of chocolate chip.
Oh my God. Are you human?
What?
Oatmeal and butterscotch? Y'all are saying some weird.
Okay.
Here.
Jessica, I love monster cookies with like chocolate chips, oatmeal, M&Ms, sometimes Reese's Pieces, peanut butter. Oh, so good. Alfalfa likes his new bowl.
They really do, those raisins. So, wait, did I say, who was it? Hold on. Amanda said this was, oh yeah, I already replied to that. God, I must.
Raphael, we were all late today because.
Girl, don't worry. If you thought your YouTube was broken, it was everybody's. So.
I'm sorry, Haley, but if you invented the best chocolate chip cookie recipe, you have to tell me. Does it have potato chips in it? Because I love a good potato chip in a cookie.
Ew.
Salty potato chip cookies are delicious.
No. Dude, Dr. Pepper. Ew. Sorry, I just cannot get behind it.
Yeah, it's like a handle, like a URL. Coconut.
Isabella, white chocolate, macadamia nuts. Oh my God, so good.
I actually think they're just okay.
Dude, they're so good. Shut your whore mouth.
I mean, they're better than no cookie.
True.
I had a friend in college who was allergic to chocolate, and she's like, I don't even know what I'm missing. I was like, that sucks. That's awful. She's like, I honestly don't even know what I'm missing because I've never had it.
True. It'd be better just to have never had it at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's segue into writing, guys. I'm curious, how many of you are still in somewhat of a writing slump from camp?
Yeah. Who here has been personally victimized by Camp NaNoWriMo?
My book and I are on a break. I thought it was only going to be 1 week, but I think we need a little bit more space, especially because I've been reading a lot of this week, and there's so much I need to change in a good way. But now I'm like, you know what? Let me just finish this book first. Then I will go back because I already know like a bunch of stuff I'm going to change from the beginning. Like this book emphasizes a lot about like the beginning of your book, and I already see so many flaws in the beginning of my book.
So everyone but Sherry is still in a slump. Sherry said, nope, still writing.
Well, go ahead, Sherry. Go ahead.
I have a lot of feelings about the book that I will not say here because I want everyone to show up.
What that means is Kevin doesn't like it.
I have mixed feelings about it, and I'll explain why.
Well, I have mixed feelings about you, Kevin. So
look, I'm not attacking you because
I'm kidding. I think it. Well, yeah, I don't want to say my opinion. I mean, I have opinions about both, but I do think that some of the stuff that it says about the beginning of the book is super important, and I realize some of the stuff that went wrong at the beginning of mine, which I was not feeling great about anyway. So I've already like got a whole list of things I'm going to fix and how I'm going to fix it. So instead of working on my book, I'm just going to read this tonight, which, by the way, if you didn't know, this is, which you should because I've been posting a ton of it this week. Kevin and I and Caitlin, who is in the chat, are going to be hosting our live chat for Wired for Story, the Let's Talk Craft Book Club this Sunday at 3 o'clock. And then next week, on Tuesday, I will announce the next book and the next surprise co-host, which is exciting. So
I'm so tired all of a sudden. I need some caffeine.
Oh my God. Caitlin, is doing the same. She said she has to rework her outline now that she's read Wired for Story. So
thank you, Lizelle. I really hope Lizelle said she also has mixed feelings. I hope that you come then on Sundays so you can participate in the chat because, look, I don't want to, I don't want to give away my feelings. I have mixed feelings, both good and bad, which is the definition of mixed. So you'll have to wait and see what my feelings are.
And then you'll have to wait and see if Laura cares. No, just kidding. Just kidding, Kevy. I always care about your feelings. I just care about them less. I just care about them less when they're not aligned with mine. That's all. Just being funny. I don't want to marry this book or anything, okay? I'm just saying there were some good things in there that are helpful.
Here's what I'll say. Save the Cat Writes a Novel, still my favorite craft book.
Oh, agreed. Agreed. But I'm going to be reading Story Genius next. That's not for the book club, but just for me. And I have a feeling that could be a contender. But I don't think that Wired for Story opposes Save the Cat, if that's what you're implying.
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying that, it's not my new favorite.
No. No. Oh, yay, Avril. That's exciting. You sent it to your agent.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. Cheerful Coconut. I participated in PitMad. It's actually how I got my agent.
Any advice for that, Kevin?
So I did GV Pit and PitMad, and I would say have a variety of tweets. Don't send the same one out 6 times or whatever. I don't remember what the limit is. They might have changed it since I did it.
I think you can have 4 different ones,
I would say make sure you actually do have them because you never know what spin you give it is going to stand out to an agent. So make sure you have 4 different pitches. You never know.
But yeah, so it's a little comforting to. I've never participated in PitMad because this girl can't finish a book to save her life. So,
I see a doggo.
Oh, you do? It's not even one of mine. It is a guest. Hello, Achilles, or as I like to call him, Chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. Oh, I freaking love it.
I'm always like Chilaquiles.
I've been Chilaquiles.
So yeah, but I feel good that I'm not the only one who's taking a break from my writing. I think it's a healthy break, and once I finish this book, I'm gonna get back to it. It's just whenever I read anything, even with what was the one I hated? What was the one we read? The last one, Anatomy of Story. Anatomy of Story. Yeah. So even though I really overall didn't like the book, it still gave me a lot to think about, and I am changing a lot because of it. So it's every time I read the craft book, I'm like, God, I gotta change stuff. But it's good because it's making me a better writer. But just remember that even if you don't read this, you should still listen on Sunday or watch it later because we will be talking about writing. So you'll gain something regardless.
Really quick, Cheerful Coconut. I know it seems hard to write more than one tweet about your book, but it really is worth it. I mean, if you can't, don't do it, but it's worth it. Here's what I'll say. The way about craft writing books is how I feel about self-help books. I read a lot of self-help books because I just like reading them. But the thing is that all of them are kind of just reiterating the same advice over and over again. It just depends on how it's delivered.
That's exactly it.
Because
100%.
The one that's stop fucking yourself or whatever that one is, literally is the same everyone swears by how good it is. It's the same self-help book I've read 3 times. It's just how it's framed towards a younger mindset, F being unproductive, but and I'm just it just depends on the kind of person you are, and I think that writing craft books are similar.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I was saying I think that I don't know that a lot of these general craft books are going to be delivering anything new, but it is, and as a former teacher, if you didn't know that already, it's really important how you deliver the lessons because metaphor and anecdotes and stuff are super, super important for people to learn and understand things. So Truby may have been saying the same things, but his anecdotes and his metaphors and his delivery of how he's trying to explain his concepts didn't land with me in a way that maybe this is, or Save the Cat or one of the other ones. That's why I think it's really good to try to read other people because you may have gotten something from this person, but then you get something else. because the things that I've gotten from this book are not necessarily like so nuanced that I've never heard it before, but it's something about the way she said certain things and put it in a certain perspective for me, because I'm all about like the simplifying. Like I'm not about like, I would never, it does not surprise me that John Truby didn't work for me, because I, even in academia, when I was in academia, I preferred people who wrote like regular people.
Well, don't give away too much about how you feel about this book, Laura.
I'm not even talking about this one. I was talking about John Truby.
I know, but I'm just talking about because this is all
Jessica. Professor Laura has entered the chat. Yeah,
this is all stuff to save for the live show.
I know I talk about it a lot, but like about here, we have to understand that like 15 years of my life was being a English professor, and I just stopped doing it a year ago. So it was kind of like a big chunk of my life. So, all right, talking about that though. I think I'm just gonna read tonight instead of working on my book, because I think I want to take a little bit longer of a break from it. But Kevin, you're working on your stuff for your agent. How much more do you still have?
Am I working on my stuff for my agent?
Yeah, are you?
I don't know, am I? I am exactly where I was last week, because I haven't written. Listen. I want to, full disclosure, I didn't do a vlog this week either. I had a very, very rough couple of days, mental health wise. I was very depressed, and I had another like meltdown about being in quarantine. So that's where my week's at. So I didn't get any writing done. But I will say is that I really want to work on the French Money Pit book again.
Ooh.
And Laura knows of a novel idea I have where I've never talked about on my channel. And so I was listening to the Mamma Mia soundtrack on repeat today, and I was like, I want to work on that book too. And I just...
Have you watched Mamma Mia yet, though?
No, but I know every word, every...
Oh my God, Kevin, please watch Mamma Mia, for God's sake.
I know.
How can you call yourself a proper gay and you've never seen Mamma Mia? It is offensive.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. There's a couple of musicals I've just never seen. That's one of them.
The podcast is don't bring it up. Kevin's gonna get mad at me. So. Yes, French Money Pit book. Who said that? Oh, Jennifer. I have a whole playlist. What I do is any project idea I have, if I mention it in a vlog, it gets in that playlist. So I have a whole playlist of vlogs where I talk about the French Money Pit. I wrote, I think, like 20,000 words of that book and then just gave up. But after reading some of these craft books, I think I know how to go back in and fix them. And so I also started watching this YouTube channel of a lady who lives in a chateau in France. The one I sent you?
Which one did you send me?
I sent you one where they moved into a...
No, but but that one I watched too, and they are friends in real life, which I did not know. And I was like, wait, that guy looks familiar. And yeah, so what it is that in the UK on BBC, there's a show called Escape to the Chateau DIY, and it's people who buy chateaus in France to renovate them. And that's like right up my alley. So I've been like really inspired to get back to that book.
Why
am I not allowed to work in the French Money Pit? I'm not going to tonight. The Witch book's so close to being done, though. It's kind of like, I know it's irritating that I'm so close and not done.
It's funny that you say that, like all these craft books are making you think about what your books need, because while I'm reading these craft books, I often find myself thinking about your books, Kevin. Just because you have more to choose from, I'm just working on like the one.
Maybe you should just become an agent, Laura.
I'm like, ooh, this would really help Kevin. This could help with this issue that he's having.
Maybe you should just become an agent.
Well, you know, I thought about it.
Oh yeah, you did. Stacy, I think it depends if you have two different agents. If you want to publish middle grade book 2, but the books would be in the same genre, aka. I think it depends on the agent. My agent, for instance, would rep anything I write. Some agents would. So it just depends on the agent when you sign with them. Oh, hello, Lindsay. You didn't get the notification because YouTube was broken. Cell's Block Tango is an amazing song. The playlist idea, Jennifer, I came up with because Sarah J. Maas she used to have an old blog that she used to post to, and she talked about these different projects, which is one of the ideas why I wanted to create YouTube channel talk about writing is because of that.
You wanted to create YouTube. Wow, you really think something of yourself.
So
too bad someone already created it, Kevin.
So that's actually like why I wanted to get into writing videos, and then I saw like Ginger Reads Laney and stuff, and she was doing writing vlogs, and I wanted to find a way to separate my playlist ideas. I mean, my project ideas into playlists. So one day, if a book gets published, someone, if they become a really big fan of that book, can go back and watch from the very beginning of the idea all the way through every vlog of me writing it and going through it. And I think if some of my favorite authors, if they had video vlog, like they have vlogs of them doing the same thing I'm doing, I would love it.
Yes.
Like,
agreed.
If Stephanie Perkins, from when she first came up with the idea for Anne and the French Kiss, and I got to watch her go through that, I would die. I'd be so, I would love it so much.
Yeah.
I feel like I also, though, I think Laura mentioned this in her vlog from last week, I like slice of life documentaries and stuff. Like, I just like seeing people's lives. And so like AuthorTube is like right at my, I love vlogs too. I think that's why I do so many writing vlogs. I love watching people's lives. In fact, I watch a lot of people that Laura think are boring because I just find even boring people interesting.
True.
Anyway, I just went on a tangent. All right.
Yes, let's get some sprints in there. How about that? But I just want to pat myself on the back just a little bit that throughout Kevin's little rant here, I didn't interrupt you, not once. So give me some credit for that. Thank you very much.
Never. Jessica, Damien is cooking dinner. That's what that sound is. And somebody else said something else I'm going to respond to really quick.
No licking, Achilles. So yeah, so let's do a 20-minute sprint since we talked for so long. Hey Kevin, guess what? You have a book to write.
Chicken butt.
You have a book to write. All right. Yeah, it's more vlogs. I am bad at vlogs. I don't do them. Because most days I'm just like, I look terrible, I feel terrible, and I just can't be bothered. Well, let's be honest. In my vlogs, I really can't be bothered.
Have you seen my vlogs? I look terrible in like 90
Oh, hello. So do I. But,
or I'm just like, I just got out of the shower for the 40th time. I'm always soaking wet. Really quick.
I'm like the opposite. I haven't showered in 5 days. Look at my hair. That's what quarantine does to me.
Really quick, just because somebody asked a question.
The timer. So.
Yeah, ready to get the timer. Coconut, my agent is Rena Rossner. I did a whole video on how I got my agent. I actually talk about PitMat in it on my channel. What was that face?
I just hit something and it made my whole screen go. Somebody commented that they just learned that day that you were my brother. Isn't that funny?
Wait, we're related. Also, Haley, do it. I love writing vlogs. I love vlogs in general. I like just think about like 10 years from now when you have all these books published and all these fans of yours are gonna be able to go back and watch your like come up with ideas and write these books and like go through edits and like what if they're like a little tiny writer who wants to get into it and then they get inspired by watching your videos, you know? Yeah. that's just like I love that. I love that about YouTube. So Jessica, you guys are related? No.
All right, so I found a timer. Let me figure out. Can she do it on the first try? Let's find out, people. Probably not.
Tammy, I've never used DaVinci Resolve. I've heard it's kind of like it has a learning curve to get used to if you use iMovie, which is what I use, because it's apparently really different than iMovie. So I'm afraid to make the jump because I know there's a free version too.
Aaron and I were learning some Premiere Pro today. Hi, TV. I'm so glad you made it.
I love when tuberculosis enters the chat.
Yes. Gotta love that bloody cough. All right, so we're going to do 20 minutes. TV, you're just in time to do some hard work. Don't you love it?
Stacy, I thought about doing an apartment tour, but we have an extra bed in our living room that we can't get rid of because the quarantine, we can't get anybody to come pick it up. So it's been in our front room. So like, I feel like I want to do an apartment tour, but now it's gonna be like, here's our extra bed in our living room.
You also have our air mattress.
Well, yeah, but that's like put away. We actually have like a full size mattress in our living room.
Okay, are we ready to do a 20-minute sprint, people?
Yep. Yep.
All right, let's do it. I think I'm just gonna keep it small so that it'll. Okay, ready, set, go.
could hear it very quietly, very faintly.
Well, then I'll just say, huzzah, 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 the time is up.
I've been cheated by you. God, that's all stuck in my head.
How did it go, Kevin, other than showing your boyfriend shirtless pictures of other boyfriends?
So, I showed him this picture of Phil Stamper, who is my friend, holding a copy of his book. Anyway, besides that, it's good. I finished the scene.
Nice. Oh, thanks for coming, Alley Cat. You made it just in time. Isabella did 338 words. Nice.
Nice. That's awesome.
Take that, writing slump.
For real. I also got dinner. I forgot how much I love mashed potatoes.
I had Little Caesars because that's what it's kind of become like a habit of every Thursday since I work, because I'm doing overtime. I work late, then we come on this, so like we don't have really time to make dinner. And the last 2 times have been terrible. This time in particular was really terrible. Like it was all overcooked. And so like I went on the little app and like filled out all the stuff to like complain. And then right at the end when I hit send, it was like, oh, sorry, it timed out. You'll have to start all over.
I'd be even more pissed.
I'm just not, they're done. They're not getting any money from me for at least a month.
I would say, yeah, right. It's not gonna last that long.
Dude, it was really bad. I didn't even finish eating it. You know me. I fed it to the dogs.
We eat these fake turkey cutlets. They're so good. And then we make like mashed potatoes and vegetables. Well, Damien made it. I didn't make it. No, they're so good. I'm telling you, there are certain meat alternative products I'll tell you are gross. Like chicken scallopini is so disgusting. This turkey cutlet though, it's fried. It's so good. Ugh.
Looks like a lot of people did like research and stuff and like brainstorming and editing video stuff. Oh, Amanda did 354. Lindsay, you have crossbows in your book. Do tell.
Is it a fantasy?
Well, I would imagine it's not a sci-fi.
People in the real world shoot crossbows sometimes, Laura.
She doesn't write contemporary.
Yes, Guardian, I'm pretty sure. Right, Damien?
Oh, Giovanna, that's so, I love that. That's so exciting. Yay. How funny was my thumbnail, by the way? Uncle Sam creeping over the shoulder. I loved it. I had a good laugh out of it. Yay, Katie got unstuck. Lizelle, I'm getting closer and closer to wanting to write a horror. But all of my ideas are kind of like movie ideas, so I think I want to try to write them as scripts. Rather, I don't know that I could do it as a book. I don't know. I don't read horror. I did it as a kid, but I don't now.
You know who's making a horror movie? Shane Dawson.
He stole my idea and my life. Basically.
That's what we do, Isabella. He made like a mixed vegetable.
I really want to. Like, my husband and I are obsessed with horror movies. And we have 2 horror movie ideas that we've been talking a lot about. Like, probably we'll make them short films. We've been talking a lot about writing them and then, like, filming them ourselves. And, like, I don't know. But I don't know if I could do a book. Because a book has a lot, like, you have to do a lot more things in a book, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Have you ever seen the original Wicker Man?
I think I did when I was young, but I don't remember it.
It is so bad. It is so bad.
But I love bad horror.
But you know what? No, not even like that. Not even like the Nicolas Cage version bad. Like, it is so awful. It's stupid. It makes no sense. He's just like a judgy Christian. And the whole time I'm just like,
Ew.
Burn him at the stake. It was awful. Hated it. Hated every minute of it.
Phoebe, I've tried to have my husband explain light speed to me, and it is just so confusing. It's all so confusing. God, bunch of vegetarians.
We do eat the Guardian burgers a lot with french fries. Like, a lot.
Oh, interesting, Lindsay. Ooh, I like it. Oh, enjoy your dinner. I've never written a screenplay, Lizelle. I think, personally, I think I would actually be better at writing screenplays than books, because that's kind of how I write books, and I have to make myself like fix it. But I've never actually sat down and wrote a screenplay, so I don't know yet if I would be good at it. But I don't read horror. I did a lot as a kid. I read like Fear Street and Goosebumps, and I lived for that as a kid. But I don't really read any as an adult. But I do watch a ton of movies.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've read any horror in a while.
I did read Stephanie Perkins. Mm-hmm. Her it was like a.
It's like a psychological though.
It was a slasher. So it was a slasher, not a spooky. But that's what I prefer anyway. Although my 2 movie ideas, one's a slasher, one's a spooky. So, but not ghost spooky. It's Aaron and I like when people are possessed. So we have a possession idea, and then we have a slasher idea.
I have an idea for like a psychological horror book. I just don't know if I know how to write that, to be honest. I've always wanted to play horror video games because I have the one where you have to put in headphones and you guys supposed to play it in the dark, and like you can hear things getting closer to you depending on where they're at. I also get scared so easily.
Oh, you know what else I did like as a kid was Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Love that.
Have you tried watching it since, though? It's not scary. It's so cheesy.
Well, I mean, of course, it's for kids. Lindsay, can you give some recommendations, though, of like YA psychological horror? Although it looks like...
Hey, having to read any of my books is psychologically horrifying to any reader.
Wilder Girls and Sawkill Girls, which I have both of those at my TBR. I
actually found an arc of Wilder Girls at Goodwill here. Love you.
It's so weird because it's like I'm such a like I don't know. Kevin, you know, it's like I'm really into like dark like stuff and like heavy stuff, but then I'm also into like the exact opposite. Like I love like Toki Doki and Care Bears, and then I also love like horror slasher stuff and Jason Voorhees.
Look, Laura, you're not special. There's a whole subgroup of people called pastel goth, and it's what you are.
I know. I was born in the wrong country. I'm pretty sure that book is what the show is based off of, isn't it, Stacey?
What show?
You.
I never watched it.
But I think there's a book. I think the book You is that's what the show is based off of. I thought. Mm-hmm. Possession slasher horror book. Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about is this DID or possession. I don't like when people equate mental illness to like secretly magic. It's like I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's weird. It's like, oh, your mental illness was actually you just being special all along. It's like, no. You don't understand what mental illness is then because it's debilitating.
I watched the half of the first season of You. It was just okay.
I've never watched it. I just honestly don't have any interest in it. People love it. And I don't understand why.
People love a psycho who's attractive.
Yes. Yeah. Ted Bundy. He's so ugly. I don't get the attraction to Ted Bundy.
But even when they're not attractive, women tend to make them attractive. I've watched a whole bunch and read a whole bunch about how women like romanticizes sexual like murderers and serial killers. So
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't like when mental. Yeah, I'm weird. I mean, I don't know. Like,
I just feel like I don't like when it's like in a thriller, like, oh, they were blah 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 all along. It's like I don't like that.
Yeah, Miranda, I think that narration would freak me out too. Yeah.
Who plays the main guy in that? Is it like Penn Bradley or something? What's his name?
Penn Badgley.
I also don't think he's cute. I don't get it. He's all right.
He was Gossip Girl.
Yeah, he was cute in Gossip Girl. I was like, oh, but like I don't.
Actually, I thought he was cute even before Gossip Girl. He was on the show called The Mountain. It only lasted 1 season, and it also had Kate Hudson's brother in it. I can't think of his name right now.
Okay, but what do you want? A medal?
I'm just saying he was cute then.
I just don't understand the super attraction to him.
I don't know. I think he's cute.
Then again, I don't understand the super attraction to Loki either, and people go crazy for that greasy-haired man.
No, but you know what? I used to feel the same about Kylo when people, like, before I had seen the movies, like, because I didn't watch the first one when it first came out, because I was still, like, catching up with, like, the old ones. And I was like, why is this guy attractive? Like, I don't see it. And then now I, like, am obsessed with Kylo. So I get it.
I love
Cassidy.
I actually love Penn Badgley, whatever, in John Tucker Must Die. I did like him in that. Remember, he's the love interest.
Is he? I don't remember.
Yeah. He's the one that's playing I Want You to Want. He's like singing I Want You to Want Me, and she like walks in. Remember, he's John Tucker's brother. I love that movie.
I like that movie, and I just, for whatever reason, that part is not coming to me.
Hello, Cassidy.
God, whenever I see Robert Durst, I always think Fred Durst. Ugh.
Didn't you used to think he was hot though?
Yeah, when I was a teenager, and I also like didn't understand. Look, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole right now. Allie, I don't think that's that weird. Kevin's boyfriend Damien doesn't really love a lot of horror stuff either. Like, I think there's lots of people who don't like it for various reasons.
It just depends with him, to be honest, like what kind of horror it is.
He likes ghost stuff, right? Like,
yeah.
He just doesn't like violence.
Yeah.
Christian, yes, Christian. Gotta love me some Kylo. Yes, Kylo Ren. Hello.
Good God.
Me and my hubby love the horror stuff.
You know who I actually don't remember his name, so I can't even tell you who I think is attractive. I don't remember his name.
Cool story, bro. See, I like slasher stuff. Like, to me, it's just so funny. Like, it's just like ridiculous. I get the other side of it. I'm just saying, like, for me.
You know what I hate is body gore. I hate it so much.
Well, yeah.
Like The Fly or whatever, or Tusk. No, I can't. I can't really do Hostel either. When they cut off the girl's eye and the pus comes out.
No, I don't like torture. No. Torture is very different than just like a quick stab. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a difference between like the old Halloween movies where it's like dumb gory for like 2 seconds. Like, that's funny. But like the over the top, like, I don't.
That's why I don't like the Saw movies.
Yeah.
Which I guess is psychological horror, but I don't really care for those at all. All right, let's do another.
It's two girls, one cup for me.
Oh God, don't even bring that up. Okay, so I'm going to pull up the timer. We're going to do another 20 minutes. Since we're chatty Cathy's tonight. That original Kathy is probably so pissed.
What?
The original Chatty Cathy. Like, the phrase came after some Kathy who's chatty.
Oh.
Oh, I would love that, Jennifer. That sounds like so much fun. Oh my God, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's probably like one of my least favorite. I don't know. I hated that I got Leatherface as like which horror character are you? I was like, what the fuck did I get Leatherface? All the people. I mean, I couldn't even be Chucky, really?
Oh, God, but why would you want to be Chucky? That movie's also stupid.
Because Chucky's hilarious.
I will say the other day, at work in our group chat, she was like, Kevin, you now have the power to do this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, give me the power, I beg of you.
Dude, I tried to find the clip of that one time for
It's
something.
impossible.
It's like so impossible to find.
Ow.
All right, party people. We are going to do another 20-minute sprint. Any last words, Kevin, before we dive in?
As our dad would say, fuck me running.
Yeah, he does. That reminds me, I need to FaceTime him back. He tried to FaceTime me the other night. I'll do that later. It's because he hates you, loves me more.
Yeah, right. Everyone knows I'm our parents' favorite.
No, not for dad. Not for
Yes,
dad.
I am. The youngest is always the favorite. Nice try.
No, dad
You're
definitely loves me more.
You're just a girl one.
He calls you Hollywood Kevy.
Yeah, does he have any nicknames before you?
Yeah, a bunch. Starting with his favorite. Okay,
Is
ready?
Laura the boar.
Ready, go. And time's up.
Phoebe, I'm there too. I can't tell if my novel sucks or if this one chapter sucks. I feel like that about every chapter.
Same girl, same. How'd you do, Kev, on the next scene that you're working on?
I worked on it. Isn't that enough? Not
Sure.
great, but it's something.
Sure.
I'm gonna go get a cider. I'll be right back. I need some liquor. Liqueur.
How'd everybody else do? But you know what? If you think your writing sucks, then you probably are not as sucky. Everyone's just like, meh. In the words of our uncle, life is ass. Wait a minute. Kevin, I wonder if Nathan is in here.
What?
Nathan, if you are in this, show yourself.
Show yourself. I'm no longer trembling.
So our youngest brother, Nathan, messaged me last week after the live show and was like, did you know I was in the live show? And I was like, no, I didn't. You didn't tell me you were in there. And he's like, yeah, I was in the last two. He was even like talking with like a username that we didn't know was him. How dare he? Oh, Stacy got over 300 words. Nice. Sherry got 64. That is very respectable, Sherry.
She got the way to move me, Sherry. She
Oh,
got the way to move me, Sherry, baby.
Bum bum ba da 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 da. Yeah, switching POVs is a pain though. 3 decent club names, but only one is actually a good one.
Club names like the club or like
yeah, like the attic. That's where they went and Saved by the Bell. When Kelly met Jeff or whatever his name was. 184 is good. Taking care of dogs is always good. Yeah, Christian, 381.
Laura, you know what band this is?
Bastille.
Bastille.
Those are my babies.
I think it says Bastille in the back, right?
Yeah, I was with you when you got it. Yeah.
I can't read the back.
They were supposed to be going on tour. I was supposed to go see them this year.
Yes, Jessica, P3. Yes. I got you, Jessica. I got you, Jessica. I got you. It's from Charmed. It's the name of the club that they're on.
What's the one they go to in Buffy?
I've never watched Buffy.
You're a sad individual. Oh, secret society club names. Like, you could call it the Abuminati.
Honestly, I mean...
Yes, thank you, Taylor. Buffy. Bronze.
P3 was the best.
Oh, the attic was pretty cool. Yeah, I never watched Charmed. Sorry. But Kevin is writing a witch book and hasn't watched Sabrina, so... It was fake AF. It's like you purposely refuse to do things that I recommend that you do. You do it out of spite.
I only do
it. Even when it's for
your
own good. Even when it's for your own good, you're only hurting yourself.
It's only when you keep insisting, and then it just makes me be like, I don't ever want to hear that name again because you said it so many times.
It'll be to your own demise, Kevin.
My demise, huh? I don't know about that. Demise is a big word.
Well, I'm using it on you, buddy.
Worry about your own demise, Laura.
Oh, that's already happened, Kevin. I'm living it. I'm living it, bro.
This just came right off my bottle. I feel like it shouldn't just come off the bottle.
Unless that happens later, Lizelle. What I'm thinking of, that's a weird characterization of it. But I might be thinking of something different. So, because I only watched the first season. Well, of course, everyone should have already seen the Melissa Joan Hart version. Of course, Kevin.
That is one of my favorite shows ever. I love that show. I did not recolor my hair; it's just fading. Also, Tammy, which books are where it's at? Cheers.
Now I'm thinking about stuff, Lizelle. We should talk about this.
I know that people have had complaints with a certain something that happens, which I kind of have like a vague idea of something that happens in the first season.
Well, there are like characters of color, but I don't remember that happening, to be honest. So that might have happened at an episode I didn't see.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Melissa Joan Hart. Amazing.
Dang, Sherry, you got it all. Reminds me of kind of like what do you call it, Kev? That show that I had to stop watching because of the Werepanthers.
True Blood.
True Blood. That.
I thought you pointed at me and went fat.
I may have been looking at myself in the camera when I said that, Kevin.
Fat. I was like, okay.
I had to. Here's the thing about me with like television shows. Sometimes they're just too much, right, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just get like the Werepanthers and and True Blood.
And Lost.
Yeah, like
The Werepanthers and Lost.
Well, because Aaron and I were just talking about Lost earlier, where it was like it got too much. It was too stupid. What were we just comparing to Lost? I was like, oh, I was getting into Lost territory. Oh, Game of Thrones.
No, what?
like the last, like they just wrote themselves into.
They wrote themselves. They set up a lot of stuff that was going to happen in later seasons, and then they just pull the rug out from you and ruin everything.
I will give you that, but Laura, I know you said you didn't know if you wanted to read them a while back. So you're like, I already watched the show. They are so different.
Well, I'm just talking about the show, yeah. Like,
no, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I actually think that you would. They're really dense, kind of hard to get through, but so different. Like the stuff he's setting up is for like a reason. Where like the guys that worked on the show were total idiots. I read about 4 of the True Blood books, the Sookie Stackhouse books. I read about like 4 of them. A lot of stuff.
Oh my God, Kristen. So I guess it was like 2 years ago now. The old Unsolved Mysteries was on like Hulu or something. And so my husband and I literally binge watched like the first 10 seasons. It's literally all we watched for like months. We went through this whole year of just binge watching things. Like we watched every episode of The Office, every episode of Seinfeld, every episode of The Friends. We watched every Unsolved Mystery. Like we would just put it on literally all day and like have it in the background in our living room, like while we did other things. Like I love me some Unsolved Mysteries. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
Here's what I'll say is the weirdest thing about Laura. She's watched every episode of Glee except for the last episode. Literally every episode.
Do you know what else? Do you know what else? There's another show I did that to.
Really? What?
Yep. One Tree Hill.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I've literally seen every episode, but I didn't watch the finale, like the show finale.
Finales are never good, to be honest.
I was just like, nah.
Who spends years watching a TV show and the last episode ever comes out and you're like,
me, I've done it for 2 shows now.
Like, I'm over it. I don't.
But Lost, I didn't watch like the last like 3 seasons, but I watched the finale. It was disappointing. So.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a weird show, which I liked, but yeah. Ugh. Okay, I wanted to watch Once Upon a Time until I realized it's an hour-long show, and I was like, this doesn't seem worth it.
I tried getting into Once Upon. It has all the elements that I thought I would love. I tried to get into it like 2 or 3 times, and I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't connect.
Okay, I heard that Lost later on had like instead of just having like the flashbacks, they also had the flash forwards. But then supposedly somewhere in there they had flash sideways, where like this could have happened or something. I don't know.
You know,
is it?
Two things that I'll say about Lost. One, we had stopped watching it for like a season or two. We decided to like check in on one episode. There was a giant wheel that they were pushing in ice to go back in time, and I was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Can't even take it. And then what ended up the island being was exactly what people predicted in season 1, and they were like, no, that's definitely not it. That's not how this show's going to end. And then they just couldn't even come up with anything. So that's literally how it ended. And they just didn't answer a bunch of things.
Well, then they claim that like, well, that wasn't the plan all along. Like, it wasn't going to be that. Blah. And I was like, whatever, shut up. You know what show I love and I watched every season of, but the last season was Big Love. I never watched last season.
Oh, I love Big Love. I'll watch every episode. And hold on. We got to stop the whole conversation because Kristen has brought up my one true love.
Stabler?
Yes. And Law and Order SVU. It is literally my favorite show of all time. I have seen every episode at least 5 times. I used to put it on every night to go to bed until it started giving my husband nightmares. And he said we couldn't do that anymore. I love it. I am so obsessed with Stabler coming back. You don't even know. I'm dying, dead. Okay? And he's getting his own show. I'm just blown away. He is, Cassidy. He is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that. I can't even tell you. Stabler is everything. Oh, SVU is the best show on television. It's on season 20, I think, or 21. Literally the best show on television. Obsessed. Oh my god. Because Stabler's the best, dude. Best character on television. Well, no, I love Olivia Benson. I love Mariska Hargitay. Like, love her. I know, Kristen. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. I've been waiting.
Bum, 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 na.
I had a harder time getting into Clone Wars, but I'm going to revisit it, actually, because I first started watching it when I wasn't as into Star Wars as I am now, so I'm going to go back and watch it, especially because I love Ahsoka, and supposedly they're bringing Ahsoka into The Mandalorian, which is very exciting.
They are about to end, I think, Clone Wars. I think the next season's the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the original Teen Titans. The new one's so stupid.
Her Body and Other Parties? No. Never heard of that. Interesting.
Roxanne Gay came to our school, Cassidy, our junior year of college. She came to our school. I met her. She's cool.
What are you talking about, Isabella? You could not be more wrong about Olivia Benson. I can't even talk about it. Yes, Olivia is everything. She straddles the line. She always does the right thing. I tried to get into Orphan Black. Remember that, Kev? Me and you and Aaron watched like half a season or something, like 3 episodes. I don't know.
Honestly, I think I've only ever watched like 2 episodes. You know what show I really want to catch up on is Jane the Virgin.
I just can't even talk about that show. I can't.
But catch up on? I mean, I've only watched the first season.
Kevin, it gets so wild.
Cassidy, I think Cassidy's watched every season.
I think I'm just behind 1 season because something happened that is just unforgivable to me, and it's just so hard to get past.
I'm so afraid though, because I feel like we like a lot of the same characters, so I'm afraid to watch it.
You just don't even know. Speaking of that though, one of the best shows on TV ever was oh my god, you know, with Rachel singing My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was one of the best shows on TV.
Okay, I have not started watching Legacies yet because I want to watch the originals first. I've only watched the first season and a half, but I love it. I love all the witch stuff in it. And I know Legacies is like a spin-off about their daughter, and I don't want to watch it. But I saw some clips from Legacies, and it looks a little weird. There's like gargoyles. I don't know.
Cassidy, it's what you expect. The big thing that happens that is like very upsetting. The big thing, the biggest thing that happened on the show.
Is it ending or is it still happening?
I don't know, but you know what? I don't really like her.
No, I don't either. I don't either.
Don't like her as a person, and she's actually my least favorite character. This happens to me a lot, like where I don't like the main character, but I like all the side characters of shows.
Yeah, I
also hate America Ferrera in Superstore, and I'm so glad she's leaving. And now I'm realizing that makes it look like I don't like Latino women, and that's not true because I like America Ferrera as a person. I liked her in the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I liked her in Real Women Have Curves. I just don't like her character on Superstore. I hate that character. She is unlikable to me.
Oh, apparently, Laura, the 5th season of Jane the Virgin was the last.
I wonder where I'm at on that. I have not seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I need to. I know this.
Good. Cassidy said she missed if you said it. Did you finish the show?
I thought I hadn't. I don't think I've finished it because I just got so irritated that I was just watching it in little parts after the big thing, and sometimes the show is like a little too much. See, when shows are too much for me, sometimes I just have to like tap out. But that's one that like I kept going back to, even though it was so. Because it's like a soap opera, like it's supposed to be over the top, you know.
Gina Rodriguez, that's her name.
Yes, do not like her.
Also, can I just say, Jamie and I kind of just like stopped watching Superstore a few episodes ago. It
has highs and lows. Aaron kind of feels like that too. Like he could be fine without watching it, but I still think it's very funny. It has some lulls, but I hate Amy's character.
I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's the same stuff over and over again. And I'm just.
But you could say that about any show. Like The Office is the same shit over and over again. Parks and Rec is the same shit over and over again. When they have something that works, that's what they keep doing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
Like, I felt like that about, I keep calling it Reno 911, but that's not what it is. Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yes.
Yeah, like there was a minute where I was like, oh, this is kind of repetitive. But then I kept watching. I was like, no, this is back to being funny again. That is also a hilarious show. And I didn't watch like the first 2 seasons. I started watching it like 3rd season. So now I'm going back and watching the old.
Gina Rodriguez said some racist stuff.
It is, Cassidy. It's her last season. Thank God someone was listening to me. Although I think it's going to be strange without her. She is sort of the anchor. Did not watch the Parks and Rec show, which is interesting, thing, because even though I loved the show at the time, I've like moved on. Like I don't need to revisit. I know it's weird, but I'm just kind of like, I'm done with that show. I'm over it.
Priya, I don't know if I know what movie that is. The Outsider?
Oh, is that the Stephen King one? Because I read the book.
Oh, yeah, it is.
I didn't know it was being made into a movie, and I was like, I've never read Stephen King before. Let me just pick a random one. And I randomly
do that because every Stephen King reader knows that some of them are really good and some of them are really bad.
And I did not like the book. It was barely okay. And so when I saw that they made a movie, I was like, eh. And Aaron thought the movie looked good, or the TV show, whatever they made it into. But I'd already ruined, like I'd already spoiled what it was. So he's like, well, I have no point in watching it now. Yeah, the HBO show. It's a Stephen King novel.
Mo's from The Office writes for Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
What?
Lindsay said Mo's from The Office writes for Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That explains a lot. Also, my favorite characters are always like the most ridiculous ones. Like Bo is my favorite character on Superstore.
They don't use him enough though.
I know, and I was trying to think because there's another show. Oh, on there's another show where like the most ridiculous character is my favorite. You know what I don't like though on Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the fat old guys who all they talk about is food. That joke is so stale to me.
I tried listening to the Under the Dome audiobook, and the opening chapter opens with this really brutal murder, and I just couldn't even get past it. Not my jam.
Priya, it's introduced early on in the book too. Also, I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing here about how I feel about it. But the supernatural aspect, at least in the books, I haven't watched the series, also has a cultural connection to a culture that is not.
Is it more
Stephen King's?
Is it native stuff?
No, but
he has a big boner for native people. He's always writing about Native American burial grounds and their mystic rituals, and I'm just like, oh, you're so old.
This is very that though. This is very that, even though it's not. I felt weird about it. I think part of the reason why I felt weird about it too is it has that same narrator, because I listened to the audiobook, who sounds really Southern, and so I just kind of took it a certain kind of way when I was reading it. But he's also the same voice who does the book, the Raven Boys books, which I didn't really care for either, and it might be because of the narrator. I don't know.
I actually hate the narrator for the Raven cycle. I think it is so weird listening to him try and do Blue and like talk about Gansey, and I'm like, oh, shut up.
Yeah.
So weird. Why did they pick this guy to be the narrator of this?
Yeah,
book?
he's the same one who does The Outsider for Stephen King. Thanks for coming, Jennifer.
Thank you for coming.
We should do one more writing sprint. Do we want to end on a gentler note of 15?
Yeah. Taylor, I can't believe you love the narrator. I don't know. It just was weird.
A lot of people love that narrator, actually.
Why?
A lot of people feel that way, Taylor. You're not alone in that.
I'm wondering if I would have liked that book more if I read it.
There are some books that I feel like I am being affected by the narrator. I felt like that with what book did I tell you about recently, Kevin? I was like, I just can't stand the narrator. Oh, the Legend book, the newest Legend book.
Oh yeah.
Like, it just is not at all how I envisioned that character, and I had that character for 3 books prior to listening to an audio. So then when you hear the voice and it doesn't match up with the character that you have envisioned, it's very hard to get there.
Taylor, did you read the Raven cycle before you listened to one audio though? Because I think that can color it differently if you've already read the books.
By the way, I started listening to Kira Cass's new book.
It's out already?
Yeah, The Betrothed.
No
So far.
I'll say no comment.
I mean, I haven't gotten that far into it, to be honest. But I like her. Her books are always easy reads for me. So I think she actually writes them really well. So we'll see.
I am a fan of full cast audiobooks.
Same. I will say that the ones for Maybe It's Us or whatever, the one with Becky and that is probably the best audio, which I know they're actors, so that helps. Or What If It's Us? That's what it's called. The audio for that was fantastic.
I really like the audiobook for the one, although I still haven't finished it. Much to Laura's chagrin.
You finished what?
I said I've not finished the one yet.
Very good.
I know, and I'm basically right at the part we were talking about where like the one storyline, you're like, why is this in here? And then the big thing happens. And that's where I'm at, but
Kevin, the ending of the book is so wild. Like, the third act of everyone's story is so wild.
Well, that's where I guessed it was going. So, like, I don't know. I don't feel...
You will not guess how it ends.
No, but, like, her story where it's at right now is where I guessed it was going. Also, another thing is my favorite storyline is the gay one, obviously. But I don't like where the story's going at all.
Just keep... That one, just keep reading.
It was so irritating where it went, and I was like, I don't know. I have some thoughts, but unless it does a complete 180, I'm gonna be very angry at that storyline.
No, it does. Keep reading.
Everyone said they loved the one.
Very good.
I will say my favorite storylines. I really like the serial killer because I've never read a book that has a serial killer's point of view. So.
Yes, that was really freaky. Oh, that's interesting, Lizzo. Now I'm curious what you thought was annoying. The one is by, I'm trying to,
They're making it into a movie or a TV show?
I think it's going to be a TV show.
Okay. I also want to say, though, that the girl who goes to Australia, I don't want to spoil anything. So the girl that goes to Australia, her storyline, I mean, her voice actress, I hate her character for some reason, and I think it's the voice actress. For some reason, I imagine her to be like a really trashy Jersey Shore type girl.
Okay, so the one is written by John Mars. It looks, I think it might have a different cover because of like it being made into a show.
It's not really showing up at all.
Ugh.
It looks like it doesn't have like bullet holes or something on the front.
It's got like John Mars is the name. It's darts and like a bullseye. It's gonna be made on Netflix, so I'll put it in the chat. It's John Mars.
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but honestly, I just haven't been doing anything where I'd listen to an audiobook either. Too.
Yeah.
Like I used to, like while I was sitting in traffic.
I listen to them while I work.
Not that I'm complaining about not sitting in traffic. I've finally been catching up on all those YouTube videos, and I've had 400 of them in my backlist. So I'm finally catching up. So I've been listening to those while I work.
Yeah. Have you read it, Jessica? You should. You should.
I guess I'm not saying I do really like it, and I do want to know what happens. But at the same time, I don't have the same pull to just like finish it in one sitting.
Trust me, you'll want to.
I just stopped where the one storyline that you told me, because I don't want to give a spoiler. The storyline that you told me to, that you didn't understand why it was in there until later. I got to the part where there's like the first reveal in that story. But that's the reveal I knew was coming the whole time. So like I'm like, is this gonna get any more interesting? Your face.
Yeah.
Oh, the baby one too. Lizelle was talking about the baby one. Also saw that coming.
Well, let's not give anything away. I need to read The Chain. I have not yet, but it first came on my radar because Devin Sawa was talking about what a good book it was, and then he was talking about how it's getting made into a movie. I
just have been burned recently by like books and Lala suggestions. I finally finished Turn of the Key or whatever that one was. It was so not good. And the final twist, didn't like it. It's not good.
That's why I don't always trust. Sorry, I'm chewing eyes. I'm so rude.
Yeah, you are.
That's why I don't always trust her suggestions, though, because she loves the Raven Boys. It's like the Raven Cycle. That's her favorite series, and I don't like it.
How many of those books did you read?
All of them.
Oh, I only read the first. I
read all of them because at the time I was throttled on. It was when I was doing a different job at my job, when I was doing the other position, when I just like did boring stuff all day. And so I needed something to listen to, and I was throttled on script, so I listened to all of them.
I don't know if I'll ever finish them, to be honest. Like, they're not bad. They don't like, I don't know.
I don't know anything that's magical and whimsical and fantastical. I don't read that kind of
Narnia.
Stuff. Oh, you could read the Selection series by Kira Cass. They're kind of like that. Okay, we should probably get at least one more sprint in before the evening is done.
Yeah. Lindsay, I love a good bam, bam, bam ride. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. All right. On that note, on that creepy note. Also, you know a book I bought, Kevin, like years ago, and I still haven't read, and I need to. I just saw it. This.
I still have. It's such a short read too.
I know. I was like, I need to read this. Wait, what is this? Okay. Yeah. So let's do a 15er. 15er.
Oh.
The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu?
It's Bach. So what about Bach's sister?
Oh, Marie Lu wrote that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We do Thirsty Thursday every Thursday. It switches between Laura's channel and my channel.
Yep. Every Thursday. We've been doing it since August. We're the OGs of Thursday nights. Every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern time. Sometimes we're more chatty than others. Tonight is particularly chatty. Um,
Lizelle is over here trying to trick people into reading their friend's book.
I hope she does that when I have a book coming out.
I know, she's like, read this book by Laura. Like, oh, you wanted horror? You wanted happy fantasy? Read Laura's book. It's all the things.
I'm gonna pull up the timer.
I'm cheated by you since I don't know when.
Because when this goes past 9:30, it's cutting into my TikTok time. Just kidding. I just wanted to say that because I thought it was funny.
Lizelle said, look here, it was a coincidence. I don't believe it. All I'm saying is, when I finally have a book out, you better push it the same amount.
Yeah, we want that same energy. That's what people say.
My favorite Amanda Hawking book is the book about zombies. I did not like the sequel.
Isn't she the one who indie published first? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe her original trilogy or series that she published was about trolls.
Thanks for coming, Taylor. Hope to see you next week. If not next week, at least come back to mine in 2 weeks.
No, come to mine. Laura sucks eggs.
Okay, so we're gonna do 15.
Yep.
I think Kevin's a liar. I don't know.
No, I'm not. I read it and I have it on my Kindle, wherever my Kindle's at. I don't even know. I'm getting it out. I'm getting it in chat. We can start whenever.
Okay, I'm just trying to see what they're talking about real quick. Discworld, Terry Pratchett.
It's called Hollowland by Amanda Hawking. Don't read the sequel.
Discworld by Terry Pratchett. Why does that sound familiar?
It is a very famous satirical fantasy series.
Okay. Okay. All right. Ready? Let's do our last sprint of the evening, folks. We're going to do 15. We're going to ease our way out. And on that note, Kevin, mute yourself. it. Time's up. No, how do I stop it? So annoying. All right.
Angel, thank you for asking. It's better. It's much better. I don't really have pain anymore, so that's good. Thank you for asking.
All right, how'd everyone do on that last little sprint?
I just suck at everything and should just fly off a cliff, you know? That's my mood, sister.
You should... I don't even know why I'm recommending this, because you won't. You should watch Christine's latest writing vlog. It will make you so anxious.
Yeah, maybe. Why would they make me anxious?
It's just, she had to submit her second draft to her agent, because they've already sold the book, you know.
Yeah.
To her agent or her editor, actually, probably her editor. And she had to get through the whole book. She had to get through 130,000 words in 30 days. That was a wild ride, Kevin. I'll just leave it.
I just don't understand why she thinks her book needs to be 130,000 words.
It's not. It's 160.
I have nothing to say. I do not want to watch that video.
She was supposed to cut it down, right, through the second thing. It's only 15 words less.
Are you
15. I think part of her problem is she writes every single day. She's like, I'm trying to condense it, like, you know, like the third day, the fourth day, the fifth. It's like, oh my God, you have to understand what's important and what's not.
You know what? She needs to read the craft book that we're reading right now, because the whole section about what is relevant and what's not to a story.
Yeah. Let's see how people are doing though. 112, good job. 261 in the last 7 minutes. That is really good. Yeah, all my ideas are crap too, Avril. 342, good deal. Yeah, that's me, Priya. You just what?
Lizzelle's over here reading through chapters. Well, I'm just like, you know what, Lizelle? You know what? Shut up.
Dang, Christian got 337 words. I think Christian is the MVP of Thirsty Thursdays.
You say MVP, I say show off. Kidding.
Sherry got 78. Yeah, that's an arduous task, Sherry. So you should give yourself credit for any words that you get. Dang, Zoe got 460. Stacey, here's the thing about Christine. Okay, here's why I only watch Christine's writing videos. I have no interest in her other stuff because I can't. I'm interested in people's writing journeys, but Christine's energy stuff, it's a shtick. It's a shtick. I've seen her in real life. She's not like that.
Oh yeah.
Like we've been around her many times in real life. That's just not. And it's fine. It's fine. Like, you know, everyone's an elevated version of their self online, but I'm not here for the shtick. It's annoying. She did a video. She did a Q&A recently. Actually, Kevin, I think I told you about this. She did a Q&A about her first book, Again But Better, and like most of it was like whatever. But there was like a moment. There was like a moment where I felt like the real Christine was in there, and I was like, this is the Christine that I actually would like. But it didn't last long. We got the Poland banana hammock much quicker after that.
Christine is Poland banana books. She was a booktuber who became a writer.
Oh yeah, sorry. I just assume everyone knows. Yeah, Poland banana books or whatever her name.
Lizelle has mental energy for days. Shit. I'm not having a grump day, Jessica. I'm just having like why is writing so hard? Day.
Also, Kevin has a particular hate for Christine, so.
No, I don't. You
always get that little puss face anytime I mention her or talk about her.
I'm just like,
you're a hater.
Why are we giving her more attention? She has
See?
She has enough of it by 14-year-olds.
You're just a hater.
No, I just think that you know how I feel about this. That I feel like she was handed something she didn't deserve. But whatever.
She got a leg up. I don't think she was handed anything. She does have a degree in writing. She did go to school for that. She did write the thing. But lots of people get advantages.
All 160,000 words of it.
Lots of people get advantages in life. We know this.
Yeah, like why can't I be Jeff Bezos' son?
You gotta stop being. Life isn't fair, Kevin. Get over it.
I am over it. I'm allowed to be angry though.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't comment on her new book. I don't know. Yeah, I'm interested in people's writing journeys, especially people who are traditionally published, because that's the avenue I'd like to pursue. So yeah, but I can only handle just those videos. Yeah, he's just a hater, Jessica. Just kidding, Kevy.
One time Laura said about a small child, I want her to know real pain.
Okay,
so
you are taking that out of context. How
you wanted her
you?
to be punished because she wasn't following the rules and she was like 12. So you want to talk about haters?
How dare you mischaracterize?
That's not
something that I said.
That is not.
And you're the one who tattled on her, so I don't even know why you're throwing me under the bus here.
She stopped complaining, so she's like, "I'll just tweet them really quick."
No, you tattled on her.
Because you were being annoying about it. Anyway,
not very out of context. Do not appreciate that at all.
It's like 1% out of context.
No, not true.
It can be really hard to cut words though. I do not need a hug. That's the last thing I need right now. Julia just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Jessica asks, Amelia assumed you meant Canada.
It is, Priya. That's why I haven't written any in 2 weeks. I don't know. I feel like also I just saw what you said, Priya, about having too many words rather than I'm an underwriter, but I feel like having too many words could also be hard because you don't really know how to discern what's important. Creating and cutting them. That's funny. Kevin just gets very easily riled up.
I'm fine. I don't understand what anyone's talking about. I'm fine.
Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I'm bad at the details. I have to go back in and fill in. That's why I think I'd be better at screenwriting, which I know that's a big generalization of screenwriting, but how I write description is kind of like screenwriting.
Alley cat. The writing community is amazing for sure.
Here's the thing. I like to pick on Kevin because that's just how our dynamic is as brother and sister. And Kevin does not handle it well. And so I make him implode And then everyone thinks Kevin's upset, but really he's just irritated with me.
I swear to God, though, I'm actually fine right now. I don't understand where any of this is coming from. I feel fine.
You always say that to me, though, too. I always say to you, Kevin, why are you so, like, upset? And you're like, I'm not. It's just you. And now I'm showing you that is the perception you give off.
I'm telling you right now, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's cool, baby. It's cool.
Your face is all red.
That's because I'm fat and it's hot in here. I can't turn on the air because it's too loud.
Wear foundation. And also, I just want to go on the record.
I'm not going to get rid of my hot face.
I just want to go on the record about the comment about the child.
Oh, my God.
She was a little spoiled brat who was getting everything handed to her. Didn't feel like any of the rules.
Life's not fair, Laura. Life's not fair, remember?
And I made a comment about wanting her to know, but Kevin's the one who tattled on her. So
I just want to say that life's not fair. You got to get over it, Laura. She was getting it. She's a spoiled little brat, but
did I sit there and stew about it and hate on her forever? No.
Oh, God, I got a belch. I just drank some pop. I feel like I'm going to puke now.
Oh, Angel, I completely forgot that you had COVID.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
I mean, I totally blanked on that.
Ugh.
So glad you're better. Oh, the asthma and the coughing, though. I can't imagine. Oh. How's the rest of your family doing?
That's awful. I forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes, Lizelle. Because Kevin loves to say things out of context.
There ain't much to defend.
Good, I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys have seemed to be able to fare through it. It's so scary because, like, even if you're doing, like, okay, I feel like it would be really scary to know that, like, not everyone fares okay, you know? So, like, even if you're feeling okay, I would just keep thinking, like, oh, my God, like, other people, like, die from this. Like, that would be so scary. So.
Really grind that salt in her already.
No, I'm just saying I can't imagine, like, having to deal with that. Like, that's so scary. Like, I would not. I'm saying she'd, like, that would just, like, but I also have anxiety. So. Yeah, that is really scary. I'm so glad that you're better.
Hey.
Also, Kevin's just being a dick now. He's pissing me off.
What? I didn't even say anything.
Yeah, you did.
What are you talking about?
You did, and you know what you said.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, I bet, Angel. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I'm so glad that you're okay. But on that note, I need to help my husband finish cutting his hair because he finally let go of the quarantine hair. He let it go for a long time. Not that he ever actually went to the barber. We usually cut his hair at home, but he wanted to grow out the quarantine hair. And today he was like, no, no more, and let it go. So I have to get the back for him. Oh, Kristen, sending you positive vibes. I know so many people are struggling right now. Sending all the positive vibes to Kristen and Angel. And to everyone else except for my brother. And on that note, I'm going to go because I have to help Aaron cut his hair. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. We will see you next week. If I'm speaking to Kevin next week,
I'll be on my channel next week.
We'll see you next week for Thirsty Thursday, as always. And hopefully we'll see you this Sunday.
If I'm talking to my sister.
Fingers crossed he won't be. And we'll read Wired for Story. Don't forget. And if you can't make it 3 p.m. Eastern, with me and Kevin and Caitlin, then be sure to watch it after. So you'll maybe learn some things. Thanks, Bria. Thanks, Bria. All right, guys. Well, have fun and sweet dreams, I guess. Or whatever time of day it is in your hood. Insert the saying here. Are you going to say anything, Kevin, or are you just going to...
I was going to remind them that Jessica Williamson is doing live right in... Oh, it's not till next Wednesday. It's a little early to remind you. But Jessica's doing one with Lizelle in 6 days, so...
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Go check out Jessica's channel and hit that reminder so you can be there for Lizelle and Jessica. I thought it was earlier than 6 days from now, but you can still hit the reminder. That is
All
it.
right. All right. See you guys next week. Hopefully this weekend. If not, see you next week. Bye.